I have a short presentation about command line interface and the power of Ruby. Please work, okay. Oh. So, the problem I had was a bug which was introduced a long time ago, and we had that bug on that project for like 1 year. And the bug was about deleting associated records when some event occurred in the system. And the solution was to actually go through the logs, which could be downloaded from Heroku, from Paper Trail service, and try to recover data from there. And the problem we may have as Ruby on Rails developers is that we are fluent in Ruby. However, sometimes writing bash scripts or interacting with our machine from the console can be a problem. So I would like to show you an example where we can combine both worlds, right? We have a basic knowledge of command line interface and we know Ruby. So the easy part was to actually download the file from Heroku and zcat it, which is basically the same as cat, but works with archives. Then we use the magic thing, which is called pipe. So this is where I'm talking about command line. Pipe is useful for chaining commands and operating on the I/O flow. So the result of cutting that archive, I kind of redirected to grep, and I was after logs which indicated that I inserted something into the database, right? This is a simplified example, but I think you know the idea. And the harder part was to actually work with these lines. And here's where the magic happens. I do another pipe, and basically I launch Ruby, where I'm doing something with the output. And the thing worth noticing here is that argf thing. Maybe you are acquainted with the argv, for example, constant. This is a very similar thing. However, this one works better with the input-output when we don't care about the source or the output. So we use some Ruby to actually get the information which we scope using grep command. And here's another thing. So greater than, we can use that in the console to actually redirect the output somewhere. And in our example, we redirected the output of the Ruby code, which then receives something from our system console back to the system level. So we redirected it to the file. And then, of course, in that example, we could do something with the prepared data. And as a final note of my presentation, in order to work on the problem, I had to work with multiple database versions. So I had to bring back data from backups multiple times. And here's a short tip in the context. When you pass that flag to the PG restore script, you can actually make use of your CPU, which usually has either multiple cores or threads. So for our development machines, it's good to start with 4. I guess some of you may even try 8. And obligatory cut picture. Thanks.